Samuel Bailey. The empty chair. The empty chair. Samuel Bailey.
Have you ever wanted to tell somebody off? Yes. Thank you. Have you ever wanted to just let somebody know how you truly feel and to get back at them? Yes. Good. And I have something that might be perfect for you. It is called the empty chair. Don Bloom, he's a psychotherapist, describes it as a way for people to put abstract thoughts into words. And what you do with this is you, as the individual, sit somebody in the chair. It's imaginary, of course, but let's say it's just your dad or your mom or someone whom you may not be able to talk to anymore because they may be deceased, maybe they live far too away, or maybe it would just bring up a whole other can of worms which you don't want to open. But whatever it may be, you put them in the chair. Then you sit in the said chair and you reply. Now this seems a little bit like a weird concept, but when should somebody actually use it? And just to make sure we're all on the same page, we're going to talk about when someone should use it, why it's effective, and then I'm going to demonstrate it for you. When should someone use it? Such as said earlier, the abstract thoughts. What this does is it helps to bring in all those abstract thoughts into a verbal confirmation for whatever that person may need. And then it allows them to explore their feelings further. Fair warning though, if your emotions are very flamboyant as it is, this is not for you. This is for the person who may have a hard time bringing out those inner emotions, and this can be used as a form of therapy for them. Now, how is it actually effective? The way that it's actually effective is that it puts it in real time. For example, if I came on up to you and I said, I just gave you $2 million, congratulations. You have 2 hours to spend it, go. Oh, right. The way in which he just started thinking about that $2 million completely shifted, because now it's in the forefront of his mind and he has to spend it immediately. So he starts going through all these different emotions. Now take that and put it on a much deeper level. Let's say, for whatever example, someone's ex-wife is sitting in the chair. And let's say it was a bad split, and I'm sitting there and I'm talking, and it helps to alleviate those things. But then, through alleviating those things, the next part in which why this is useful is that I may unearth something. Maybe it wasn't my ex-wife I had a problem with, maybe it was my mother that I was projecting onto my ex-wife to help unearth those different feelings. Now I'm going to show you how it works. And for this one, this is about the 4th time me doing the exact same thing in order to be able to put this sometimes hour-long process into just a few short minutes. The person I'm going to put in my chair is Jesus. How dare you? How dare you put so much pain and misery into this world? How dare you say you're supposed to make the world a better place, be the savior, and yet there's little girls who are starving. There's wars. There's famine. Your religion that you were supposed to found on love has become perverted and full of hypocrites. How can you possibly call yourself the savior of the world when nothing you seem to have done has made the world better? Why would you create a world like that? Why would you create something that is strictly made to torment us? How is that supposed to be pleasurable? Why is that worshipful? None of that can make a man happy. Why would you do such a thing? And then you reply. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I've hurt you. I'm sorry that things have gone that way. And that the people that are supposed to represent me the best have failed you the most. I'm sorry for your losses, for your pain, for your suffering. And And that's not what love is supposed to be. But let me tell you what love is supposed to actually be. Because when I was in the garden, and I started sweating blood, and when I was almost lashed to death before being crucified, most people don't realize this, but I didn't have to do that. That was on my own free will. The reason in which you were created was for love. But if I was to simply make you and then you have no choice but to love me, how is that love? Love is a choice. Love is something that you bring in forth and you go back and you can look on those memories and say, you know, this might not have been as good as it could have been, but we loved each other to the end. That's why I died for you. All these other things were never intended for you. So I bridged that gap, and I've made a place for you. And I hope to see you soon. Whatever you may have to do, whomever you may have to heal some wounds with, if this is a method that is right for you, it can be used to bring a tremendous amount of healing. I know it has for me sometimes. Mr. Contest Master.
Julia Kaufman, contestant number 2. Contestant number 2, Julia Kaufman.
Thank you, Contest Master, fellow Toastmasters and guests, but particularly Samuel. There are a few speeches that move me to tears, and yours was one of them. And unfortunately, it's at an evaluation contest because I'm teary-eyed thinking about it. But wow, your speech titled Empty Chair, you might have had some empty chairs, but your speech was full and powerful. And I haven't heard a speech like that in a long time that moved me. Samuel got up here and gave us some really lifelong lessons when you're dealing with emotions and how to overcome those emotions. And you got up here with such confidence and knowledge, and you were an authority on what you had to tell us and share with us. You shared about emotions and how to handle those in a way that you can explain them to a safe environment. You had props here that really worked and illustrated your points. You were confident. You were clear. Your organization was spot on. If anything I could suggest in terms of how you articulated yourself, I would say add some more pauses. You had so much to say, truly, let us digest it. So have it, and you did use some pause, but I need a little bit more to let it really sink in. And then you talked about an example, and you sat down and you blew me away. Contest aside, you blew me away. I appreciate it. So you gave us an illustration. I've never seen that in a contest. Wow, you need to do this again. You need to really share your story with more people. It really will help people in a way that helped me just now. Again, I really enjoyed it. You were a professional up here. I've seen you grow